Hey guys, hi, very good evening to all of you and welcome to the session. This is your master teacher Harsh Priyam and I'm in front of all of you with this new chapter, that is arithmetic progression. So I guess you all might be knowing that we are doing basic mathematics here, and in that basic mathematics we have done chapters before this, like quadratic equation is already done, pair of linear equations and so on. So all those chapters are done. Now the next chapter in the series is arithmetic progression. So this is the first session of arithmetic progression and yes, we are ready to start it. But before starting, let me ask you all, how's life going on and how you guys doing on your end? All good, all great, all settled? Yep. Give me a yo-yo if you all are fully happy, all good, all set, no problem, no issues, life is going fantastic. Just give me a yo-yo. Okay, that's great. It's really good to know. So those few who are saying like no kind of, no issues, life will be okay. Chalo. So let's start our today's session, guys, without wasting any much further time. Here we go. Now in this arithmetic progression, the first session it is. So I'll be just telling you what is an arithmetic progression first of all. So and thereafter we'll be moving on to know that how we do find the nth term, or what you can say the general term of an arithmetic progression. And then we'll be moving on to solve some questions based on that. We'll be even looking some sequence and series which are not arithmetic progression, but still they do follow some type of rules and regulation, some type of pattern. So which type of sequence and series they are called as, we'll be knowing that as well. And then moving further, we'll be getting into the sum of n terms of a series, sum of an arithmetic progression and so on, XYZ things. But these all are going to be there in the coming sessions. For today's session, it is going to be pretty simple, like sequence and series questions and the nth term of an AP. Okay, arithmetic progression. But before starting into that, let me just tell you what is an arithmetic progression in reality, or in actuality, what is an arithmetic progression. So my lovely students, so what is an arithmetic progression? So for an arithmetic progression, you should always have a clear thing in your mind that any series where every term is at a fixed distance from the preceding term. What I said, that any sequence. So let me just take an example. 2, 5, 8, 11, 14 and dot. This is a series. Now here, every term is at a fixed distance from the preceding term. Like say for example 5 is at a distance of 3 from 2. It's at a distance of 3. Similarly 8 is also at a distance of 3 from the preceding term. Similarly 11 is also at a distance of 3 from preceding term, and so on and so on. So here what I am able to see that every term is actually at a fixed distance from the preceding term. Now this fixed distance can be either positive or can be negative. Say for example, you may get a sequence or a series like 2, -1, -4, -7 and dot. Here -1 is at a distance of -3 from the preceding term. Because if you will put -3 here, 2 - 3, then you will get -1. Similarly, if you will put -3, then you will get -4. So -4 is at a distance of -3 from the preceding term. So what it simply means that whatever the terms you are having, the difference between these consecutive terms, difference between these two consecutive terms, second minus first, should always be constant. So if you get any series where you are having this rule or this regulation, then surely it is an arithmetic progression. And then in an arithmetic progression, there are two important things or two important parameters on which we build the entire arithmetic progression. That two important parameters are, first, that is the first term, which we call it as A, and the next is this constant difference, the constant distance which I was talking about, which is same between all the consecutive terms. So we call this constant difference as common difference D. Common difference or constant difference does not make a much difference. So constant difference or common difference, okay, that is called as D. So here also this will be your first term A and this will be your common difference D. Fine, okay. Now, so this is one example. So here I'll just show you. See here, we have a first term. So we have a first term known as A, then we have a common difference known as D, and using these terms we get into the AP. Now, before getting into the arithmetic progression, let me even tell you that there could be other type of series as well. Now let me give you some examples. Now, say for example, I may take a series like so this is 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64 and so on, dot dot dot. So you may be able to find that here I am following a pattern where I am doing multiplied by 2, multiplied by 2, multiplied by 2, multiplied by 2 and so on, dot dot dot. So here the pattern is not a constant addition, rather the pattern is a constant multiplication. Fine. Or you can even look at it like 2 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 2, 2 raised to power 3, 2 raised to power 4, 2 raised to power 5, 2 raised to power 6 and so on, dot dot dot. So you can even take it as a power cycle of 2, like that kind of series. Now there could be other things as well. Now let me just take an example kind of I have 2, then minus 6 and then 18 and then minus 54 and then minus 54 and then dot dot dot. So here what am I doing? I'm multiplying here minus 3, multiplying here minus 3, again multiplying minus 3, again multiplying minus 3. So here we have again a series where every time I'm multiplying a minus 3 into the next into the first preceding term to get the next term. So with these examples, what point am I trying to prove? I'm only trying to prove a point that you can have multiple type of sequence based on different type of patterns. It could be multiplication, it could be addition, it could be like addition of different type of numbers. Like say for example, I'll give you one more example. So you have 2, then you have 3, then you have 5, then you have 8, then you have 12, then you have 17 and dot dot dot. So here which type of pattern? Plus 1, then you have plus 2, then you have plus 3, then you have plus 4, then you have plus 5. So here the difference is in AP. The difference is itself in an AP. So again, my point, the whole agenda to give you these examples was that there could be multiple type of sequence and series in the world. There could be any number. You can make a Fibonacci series, you can make a prime number series, you can do anything. So we would not be learning all of them, but we will be surely trying to see that how we can actually look into a series. Okay, we have few examples, so I'll be telling you those examples. Fine, but for this chapter particularly, we have a prime focus on arithmetic progression, which is just one type of series. Okay, by the way, let me tell you, this question is in a complete detailed explanation in class 11. So those students will be taking mathematics in the coming days in class 11th. Surely they'll be spending more time with this chapter. Okay, chalo, let's move on to the next. So now we are talking about the general term formula of an AP. So let me just tell you how it came. So let me take you an example, the first example which I was talking about. So the first example which we took was 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, dot dot dot. This was the first example, I guess. Okay, cool. So this first example 2 is let it be 2 only. Now if I talk about 5, if I talk about this 5, so please look at it, 2 plus 3. Cool. If I look at this 8, this is 2 plus 3 plus 3. Please look into this. You did a plus 3 here, then you did a plus 3 again here, then you did a plus 3 again here. So for 11, what would I write? I would write 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Isn't it? 3 plus 3 plus 3. Yeah. For 14, what would I write? I would write 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Fine. So on. Okay, fine. So, are you able to find a pattern here? The pattern which I am trying to show you all is, see here, this is the second term, isn't it? Second term. For second term, you added 3 only 1 times. For second, you added 3 1 times. Second, 1. Second, 1. Okay. Now, this is the third term. For third term, you added 2 times. For 3, you got 2 2 3s. Similarly, this is the fourth term. For fourth, you got 3 3s. 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. For fifth term, you got 4 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the pattern, are you able to understand that whatever is the place value, you are adding 3, 1 less times that. So if the place value is fifth term, so you are adding 4 times 3. If the place value is fourth term, then you are adding 3 times 3. If the place value is third term, you are adding 2 times 3, isn't it? So don't you think that if someone says that, okay, you have to find the nth term, you have to find the nth term, so you will add n minus 1 times 3. Am I right or not? If someone asks you, okay, that don't give me fifth term, don't give me fourth term, give me a general term like 20th term, 99th term, what should I put? Give me a formula. So surely you will give him a formula, okay, whatever is your term number, just put 1 less than that into 3. And you would add this into what? So you would add this into the first term 2, because everywhere we are using 2. This is the first term, isn't it? This is our first term. So now probably you might be understanding why in the starting of this session I had already said that our first term and the common difference are a very important parameter. Because now you would be able to see that whatever term you write, whatever formula you make, everywhere the first term and the common difference will be there. They will change only if the AP changes, only if the arithmetic progression itself changes. Now say for example, let me take one more example, kind of, let me just, which example shall I take? Kind of, let me take like 3 and then 5 and then 7 and then 9 and then 11, simple. It's an odd number series. Now here, the first term is 3 and every time the common difference which you are adding here is plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. Cool? So don't you think that if you have to write for this like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth term. So if you have to write fifth term, then for this you will add 4 times 2. Fifth term, then you will add 4 times 2. And this will be added in the first term. Just see whether is it giving a right answer or not. 4 2s are 8. 8 plus 3, 11. Yes, it is giving a right answer. So here again, if we have to write the formula for the nth term, so again for the nth term, what would I write? I would write that for nth term, we'll have to multiply n minus 1 with what? The common difference 2. And this would be added into the first term. What is the first term? This is 3. So don't you feel that in fact this type of formula is every time same, like a, the first term, plus n minus 1 into the constant difference. First term plus n minus 1 into the constant difference. And hence we have made or we have generalized the formula that nth term of any AP would be written in this format. First term plus n minus 1 into common difference. Now whatever is your AP does not matter. You just write there its first term. You write n minus 1 where n is the place value or the term value like nth term, 19th term, 20th term, 25th term. So n will be 25, 19, 20, whatever it is. And then d is the common difference. So from here we have arrived at this formula. From this observation we have arrived at this formula. And lucky part is that the teacher would never be asking you the proof. In fact, there is no proof for this thing. Okay. So we have just the observation. Fine. So if you have actually understood this formula, so now the important thing for all of you should be that you should write it down somewhere in your copy, because we are going to use this formula extensively. Okay, so just write it down somewhere in your copy like an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d, and then we'll move ahead. Okay, chalo, let me just move ahead. Here we go. So the first question for all of you is this one. The question says, please read it carefully. It's a long question, isn't it? So the question says, in which of the following situation does the list of numbers involved make an arithmetic progression and why? Oh, it's a big question, but it's a very simple answer. So first one, cost of digging well after every meter of digging when it costs rupees 150 for the first meter and rises by rupees 50 for each subsequent meter. Okay. So basically what it is saying that if you have to start the digging, so for the first meter, to start the digging, you'll have to pay 150 rupees. And now with every single meter, you'll have to add 50 rupees extra to it. Then only the machine will go 1 meter more down. So this is for 1 meter. If it has to go 1 more meter, means 2 meter. So in this, you'll have to add 50 rupees. Then only it will go to the second meter. So means 200 rupees is now the total charge. Again, if you have to go for the third meter, so again you will add what? 50 rupees, because for every 1 meter, first meter and rises by for subsequent meter. 50 rupees added. So 200 plus 50, that is 250. Then again 50, so that is 300, and so on, dot, dot, dot. So don't you find that yes, it is looking like a arithmetic progression, because the rule is itself showing that it is an arithmetic progression. Why? Because here 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. So constant addition is there. So yes, without any doubt, first is forming an arithmetic progression. Next, the amount of money in the account every year when 10,000 is deposited at compound interest at 8% per annum. Okay. Now this is something different. Okay, so let me tell you, you would have studied this in your class 8th or 9th probably. Yeah. Now, please pay attention. I guess 8th, comparing quantities. I still remember that chapter. So if 10,000 rupees is deposited and it is compound interest. Now compound interest simply means that you'll have to pay interest over the interest as well. This means that once you have a 10,000 rupees deposit and 8% per annum. So for first year, what would be the interest? What would be the interest? Like, so I will write that, in fact, in compound interest, we have a formula for complete amount only, isn't it? So I'll write that amount formula, that is P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to power T. Do you remember that? Raised to power T or raised to power N, where N is the number of years. Fine. So here you can find it out, or otherwise if you want to do it simple, let me just give you simple. So, so I'm not going to make it like this, because this is unnecessarily very complicated formula. None of our teacher would have taught us that in fact compound interest can even be solved using simple interest. So I'll just tell you that. Now just find a simple interest. Please find a simple interest. So simple interest on 10,000 rupees, for 1 year with a rate of interest 8%, that is 8 by 100. So if you solve it, this 100 and 100 will go and you will have 800 rupees. Means for the first year, the interest which you will have to pay on this is going to be 800 rupees. Means after 1 year, so someone gave you 10,000 rupees, after 1 year, you are owing that person 10,800 rupees. Why? Because this 800 rupees is the interest. Okay, that's great. Not a thing to worry about. Fine. Now, on the second year, again, you'll have to actually pay the interest, 8%. Now that 8% interest would be charged on this amount. That is what is called as compound interest. So now this is your new principal. So if this is your new principal, now if you are going to calculate the interest, so here in place of 10,000 rupees, you will write 10,800. You will write 10,800. Everything is same. 0, 0 will get cancelled. Now 8 into 108 would be your calculation. So this time you would not get 800. Rather, you would get 108 into 8, that is 864. That is 864. 864. So simple interest is 864 this year. So the first year it was 800. Next year it is 864. So now probably you would be able to see that okay, every time the addition is not the same. This time you are adding 800. Now this time you are adding 864. So the next time you will again add something different. But in arithmetic progression, we have a very simple rule that every time we have to add the same number. Either add or subtract, but we have to do the same number. Constant difference. So here, this is obviously not following the rule. Hence, it is not an AP. I just did this much long just to make you guys understand. Those who would have understood already, kudos to you. So you don't need to spend so much time here. Okay? Chalo, let's move on. Here we go to the next. But before moving on, let me show you the solution as well. So solution is also pretty simple. Like for the first one, it's simple. 150, 200, 250 and 300 and so on. So for the second one as well, you have to just solve it. So they have not solved the final value, but we have. So we got the idea why it is such. Okay, let's move on. Here's the next question. So please pay attention. The question says, write first 4 terms of the AP when the first term A and the common difference D are given as follows. Okay. So we have to write first 4 terms. Fine, that's great, man. So first 4 terms. So obviously the first term is going to be A, so minus 2. After that, the second terms becomes A plus D because we add the common difference. So here the common difference is 0. So you are going to add plus 0. That does not make a sense. So it will be again minus 2. Again you will add 0. So that will again be minus 2 and again be minus 2 and dot 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 dot. So this is a very simple term, like same constant term. Cool. Let's see the second one as well. So for the second one, what we would do, first term is 4. Okay, fine. Then you would add this constant difference like minus 3. So 4 minus 3, what it would happen? It would happen it would happen plus 1. Sorry. It would happen plus 1 because 4 and then minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. Then again in 1 you will do minus 3. So 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Again in minus 2 you would do minus 3. So that would be minus 5 and dot 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 dot. So you have got the first 4 terms here as well, isn't it? So we got 4, 1, minus 2, minus 5. Balle balle. Okay, chalo. So let me show you the solution as well. By the way, for your reference, let me just tell you here that if you have a AP, means you can even write a AP in this format as well. That first term is A. The next term, since you will add the common difference D, so the next term will become A plus D. Similarly, again you will add 1, for the next term you will again add D, so the next term will become A plus 2D and so on, dot dot dot. So this is also a form of AP where we represent the terms as A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, A plus 4D and so on. So if someone asks you what is the 10th term, find the 10th term. So you will simply write A plus 9D. Why 9? Because we have already talked about it, that whatever is the term number, common difference will be added 1 less than that. So if you have the 10th term, you will add 9 times D. That's what we have already concluded in the starting slide, isn't it? Chalo. So moving ahead, so very simple, minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. And the next one is 4, 1, minus 2, minus 5. Eureka. Chalo. Next question. Okay, it's not over yet. So as I always say to all of you guys, that actually Vedantu has given you all a wonderful opportunity to access the education completely at your home, at the comfort of your home, and all your problems being solved, like doubts problem, notes problem, assignment problem, and choice of schedule problem, good level examination competition preparation problem, and in fact the choice of language problem as well. All these problems are solved at the comfort of your home. You don't have to step outside, you don't have to put yourself in risk because of this entire COVID thing. So you are completely safe, you are at your home, and then you can avail these benefits. And not only this much, Vedantu apart from that, these services, in the subscription model, Vedantu is also giving you unlimited live support. So unlimited live classes will be there. You can take any number of classes, any number of batch, any teacher, whatever, whomsoever you wish to. So this is one big advantage. Second big advantage is that all micro courses and crash courses will be free for you. Like you can enter into any one of them, whatever you wish, whatever you want. And then obviously the test report and the performance report will be coming at your email ID. You don't need to go physically for a parent-teacher meeting kind of thing. And personalized attention would be surely given through a personal teacher. So these all things would be coming in the Vedantu subscription. So what do you need to do if you want to buy or if you want to go for it? You just need to go to this link, vdnt.in/ytpro. This link is given in the description box as well. You just need to click below the video, you'll get it. And once you go to this link, you will select all the details. Once you select all of them, at the end, at the payment page, you need to put this coupon code HPPRO. HPPRO. So once you put this coupon code HPPRO, you'll get the desired you'll get the desired discount. Means a kind of, I can say, some extra discount, close to 15% probably. Yeah, extra, whatever is the discounted price, above that 15% extra discount. Okay, so you can buy that. Balle balle. Cool. Here's the next one, guys. So the next question says, which of the following are APs? So first of all, we have to ascertain that if they form an AP, find the common difference and D and write 3 more terms. Okay, fine. See, always remember that AP has a very simple rule that your constant difference should be same. Yeah. And constant difference has a very simple formula That constant difference, that D, has a formula that second term minus first term. Second minus first. Or you can even write third minus second. Means whatever you are writing in the first minus, it should be the preceding term. So second minus first, or third minus second, or fourth minus third, whatever you wish to write. So let me just check. Minus 4 minus 0. Minus 4 minus 0. Okay. This minus 4 minus 0 is minus 4. Fine. Then minus 8 minus of minus 4. Now please pay attention. If I do third term minus second term, so I'll write minus 8 minus second term. What is second term? That is minus 4. If you're going to solve that, so minus into minus is going to be plus. So minus 8 plus 4 would be minus 4. Means eventually you are getting from both the ways, you are getting the same answer, which is minus 4. Hence, I would be saying that yes, surely this is an AP. Why? Because the difference is constant. Between these two terms, minus 4. Between these two terms, minus 4. Between these two terms, minus 4. Yeah. Similarly, if you have to find here, so all the terms are same. So obviously your common difference is what? 0. As what we did in the previous example, previous question. So common difference here is 0. And common difference can be 0. It has to be any constant number among all the numbers. Okay. Now, the third one. Now, please look at it, third one, very carefully. Like you have 1 to 3 is plus 2. Then 3 to 9 is plus 6. Okay. 9 to 27 is plus 18. Oh man, come on. Wait. No, this is not an AP. Because this time you are adding plus 2, then plus 6, then plus 18. Obviously no. So this means no. And root 2, root 8, root 18, root 32. Here we'll have to actually look at. So everyone please pay attention. I'll just tell you. So root 2, it cannot be further simplified. Root 2 is an irrational number, it will be root 2. Okay, fine, that's great. Root 8, please think about it carefully. Can you write root 8 as root 4 into 2? 4 2s are 8. And if you write root 4 into 2, just write it down in your copy. Are you able to understand that root 4 is actually equal to 2? Isn't it? So root 4 is actually equal to 2 means you will write 2 root 2. Because 1 2 will remain inside. Similarly, if you look at root 18, you can write 9 into 2. 18 as 9 into 2. Then root 9 is 3. So you can actually write that this is 3 root 2. And similarly, this is 4 root 2 and so on . So you got root 2, then 2 root 2, 3 root 2, 4 root 2, 5 root 2 and so on. Okay. So from here, is it an AP? That is the question. So I would say yeah. Why? I would say in the first term, if you add root 2, so you have 1 root 2 and then you add 1 more root 2. Root 2 plus root 2. That's 2 root 2. Then again 2 root 2 plus root 2. That's 3 root 2. Then again 3 root 2 plus root 2. That's 4 root 2 and so on. Isn't it? Root 2 plus root 2 plus root 2. So yes, we got root 2, 2 root 2, 3 root 2, 4 root 2 and so on. And yes, this is an AP. Fine. Chalo. So if you all have understood till here, I'm pretty sure after this you can find out 3 more terms. That's not a big deal. You have to just simply add that D here and then you will be able to get the answer. Okay. Moving ahead. So these all are the answers. Like for the first one, yes, it is an AP. So it is an AP. Yeah, we also found it. These are the 3 next terms. Moving ahead, this next here, the D is 0 undoubtedly. So all the next 3 terms will also be the same. Here, this is not an AP, not an AP. Okay. Why? Because this is a special series. We call it as GP. We will not be studying it right now, but in some other sessions. And then the last one is also an arithmetic progression where root 2 is the common difference. So we just solved the root 2 and we got the answer. Fine. Moving ahead, here's the next question. So everyone, please pay attention. The next question talks about choose the correct option from the following and justify. 30th term of the AP this is. Okay. So you have to find the 30th term, my lovely kids. Now here we will be applying the formula. Now we start applying the formula. So if I talk about the formula is an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. That is the formula. Yeah. Okay. So an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. Here the first term is 10. Okay. Plus n minus 1. What is n? N is the number of terms. And here the question is itself saying 30th term. means n is equals to 30. So we'll write 30 minus 1 into d. Common difference d. Common difference d. What's the common difference d? So here from 10 to 7, how do you move? You put a minus 3, isn't it? You put a minus 3. So we'll write minus 3. So what you have got? You have got 10. 30 minus 1 is 29. If I am not wrong, 39 should be like minus 87. 29 into minus 3, that should be minus 87. So you got 10 minus 87. Answer would be minus 77. Answer would be minus 77. So minus 77 is the answer. Okay. 11th term of the AP, this AP. So you have to actually find the 11th term. Let's do that as well. So please pay attention. Again, the formula would be absolutely same. So I'm just using the same formula. A, do we know the first term? I would say yeah, why not? We know the first term. So first term is minus 3 plus n minus 1. So n is again the number of terms. 11th term. 11th term means 11 minus 1. So this is 11 minus 1. And then common difference. Common difference is d. So common difference d, how would we find that? Again, second term minus first term. So that would be simply meaning minus 1 by 2 minus first term, that is minus 3. So we have minus 1 by 2 plus 3. Minus 1 by 2 plus 3. So that is 3 minus half. 3 minus half is like 2.5. 5 by 2. So in place of d, you can write 5 by 2. You can write 5 by 2. So finally you got minus 3. 11 minus 1 is 10. 2 will cancel 10 in 5 times. 5 5s are 25. So you got 25. 25 minus 3, answer is 22. Answer is 22. And hence 22B is the right answer. Did you all get it? Yes or no? Did you all get it? Yeah. 11th term of this AP is 22. Yeah, we all got it. Cool. So this is how we'll apply these formulas in the questions. Okay. Chalo, let's move on. So minus 77 for the first one, and for the second one 22. Yeah, 22 is the answer. Okay. Chalo, moving on. This is the next question. Which term of the AP is 78? Okay. A little twisted question, but almost same. Question is saying that you have been given an AP. Okay, fine. So this is the AP. In this AP, I can very easily find that this is my first term, and common difference, if someone will ask, I'll find that as well. How? Second term minus first term. So D I will find 8 minus 3. So 8 minus 3 is 5. This is your D. Cool? Cool. So which term of this AP is 78? Now, the question wants you to recognize that this 78 is your AN. This is your nth term. And if this is your nth term, then question is asking which term. So basically question is asking, okay, this is your nth term, so tell me the n. Tell me the value of that nth. What is n? For which the term is 78. So how would you solve that? You'll write an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. You know an is given as 78 is equals to a. From here you know a is 3 plus n. This n you have to find. You'll write n minus 1, and common difference d is given 5. So now you have to just solve it. This 3 going to this side, it will be 75 is equals to 5 into n minus 1. So 5 will cancel it in 15 times. N minus 1 will come here and it will become plus 1, and hence n is equals to 16. That 16th term is 78. For this particular AP, 16th term is 78. Okay, yeah. Chalo. If you all understood, let me just show you the solution as well. So yeah, 16th term is the 78th term. Fine. Chalo, moving ahead. This is the next question. Let's solve this as well. Question says, find the 31st term of an AP whose 11th term is 38 and 16th term is 73. Okay, 11th term is 38. And 16th term is 73. 16th term. Do you guys remember that in the starting of this today's session, I already developed the formula. We got that how this formula is made. So there we learned one concept, that whatever is the term number, we multiply the common difference 1 less than that. Means if this is the 11th term, so I will write this 11th term as a plus 10d. Why 10? Because 1 less than that, 1 less than this number of term, 1 less than that we'll multiply with the common difference. So, and then this will be equals to 38. Similarly, A16. So here I would write A plus 15D equals to 73. Now what we have to do? We have to simply solve it. So A and A, they got cancelled. 15D minus 10D, you will write 5D, and 73 minus 38. 73 minus 38, if I am not wrong, it should be 35. Yeah, I think so. It should be 35. So you'll write 35. So if this is 35, 5D equals to 35. D will be equals to 7. D would be equals to 7. So yeah, we got it. Why not? We got it. Balle balle. Okay. So 5D equals to 35. We got D equals to 7. Once we got D equals to 7, we will be able to put this value here. So 10 into 7, that is 70. 70 going to that side, it will be like, if I'm not wrong, A is equals to minus 32. So we will write A is equals to minus 32 and D is equals to 7. We can find the 31st term as well. Why not? Okay. So how would we find A31? That is A plus n minus 1 into D. So what is A? Minus 32 plus n minus 1. So n minus 1, what is this n minus 1? N minus 1, again 31st term. So 31 minus 1, that is 30 into D. Common difference 7. I'll just put it here. I'll solve it. So this is basically minus 32 plus 30 into 7. So that is 210. 210 minus 32. 210 minus 32, if I'm not wrong, it should be like 178. Yeah, kind of 178. And that would be the answer. Yo. Okay, let me just check it out for all of you guys. Answer D is 7 and fine. A is minus 32 and final answer is 178. This is what we have to find. Okay, cool. So if you all have understood, let's move on. And here's the next question for all of you. Okay, chalo, let's solve it. Solve करते हैं अब अगले क्वेश्चन को. So the next question is, if the third and ninth terms of an AP are 4 and minus 8 respectively, which term of the AP is 0? Now see, this question I am not in a mood to solve it because it's completely the same. Why? Question is saying if third and ninth term are 4 and minus 8. So A3, third term means A3, which is A plus 2D. A plus 2D. So A plus 2D is 4. A plus 2D is 4. Okay. And then ninth term of an AP. So A9, ninth term of an AP, A plus 8D is equals to minus 8. Is equals to minus 8. Okay, fine. Then which term of the AP is 0? AP का कौन सा term 0 है? So if which term of the AP is 0 means you have to find AN is equals to 0. If you'll put, then you have to find the N. So very easily you can do that, isn't it? You have, from using these two equations, you can find A and D. Once you find A and D, put the value here in the formula, A plus N minus 1 into D, put that value and then you can find the value of N. Okay, so I'm just giving it as a homework to all of you. Please take a snapshot of this or a screenshot. Solve it at your home. Once you solve it, then I'll be showing you the solution as well. The value would be coming D equals to minus 2 and A would be equals to 8. So A would be 8, D equals to minus 2 and N will be equals to 5. So just solve it on your own and see whether are you getting N equals to 5 or not. Okay? Chala. So how many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 7? I guess you can do this as well. Let me just tell you how to do. So these questions, last few questions, I'm just going to give you guys homework because I want you to solve it on your own. So how many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 7? Okay. So how many 3 digits? So let me just first figure out which is the first 3-digit number which is divisible by 7. So obviously 100 is the first 3-digit number, but this is not divisible by 7. So 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. Okay. So the first 3-digit number would be 105. Now after this, divisible by 7, so you have to just add 7. Like 112 will be divisible by 7. Like 119 would be divisible by 7 and so on, dot dot dot. Now which would be the last term? So obviously the last 3-digit number is 999. So that is not divisible, I guess. 9 and then 29 and 28, 119, 4. So 14, 5 less. So I guess 999 is not, but 994 is divisible. So the question is, how many 3-digit numbers? That if this is your AP, where your first term is 105, common difference, this is D, common difference D is 7. So this is your last term 994, which you can actually take it as AN. So if this is your AN, this is your A, this is your D, can't you find N? We have done it multiple times, sir, in the previous question. Can't you find N? Very simple. AN is given. Put the values of A and D. A plus N minus 1 into D. Find the value of N. And that's what you have to do here. Okay. So I'm not solving this question. You have to solve it on your own. I'll just show you the solution. Okay. So here's the solution. This is going to be the equation. A plus N minus 1 into D. In place of AN, see here. The D is known. First term 105 is known, last term is 994 is known. So you'll put all the values. 994 is equals to 98 plus 7n, putting the values. N will be equals to 128. Finally, you'll be getting 128 terms. Okay, cool. So now, So now that's it. Yo. So that was all for this session, guys. It was really a fantastic session with you all. I loved it and I enjoyed it. So do not forget to like the video before leaving it and subscribe the channel so that you can keep on getting the updates that whatever new video is going to come on the channel. And at the same time, if you wish to get engaged with Vedantu, want to study more with me and Vedantu at live classes, you can just go to the link which I already discussed about it in this video. That link is in the description box. So you can just click on that link. You can go to the sessions page and there you can buy your desired course, subscription course, and then you can start your journey, live online learning journey with Vedantu. Okay, so that was all. Once you go to that link, you have to select the grade in which you are. Then you have to select the target like CBSE board, ICSE board, and then you'll be able to see a page like this. Here you need to click on get subscription. Once you click that, you will be able to get on a page like this where subscription you have to choose. Whichever subscription you choose, after that you have to just put a coupon code here like HP Pro. See here, HP Pro. So it will actually give you a discount in the final price which you have to pay. Once you pay that, then you're good to go and you're good to start. Okay, so that was all, folks, from my side. It was really a fantastic session with you all. I loved and enjoyed it a lot. So see you all guys in the next session. Till then, bye bye, take care and good night. Bye bye.